Welcome, fellow Star Wars fans. Today, I will be discussing more about Andor. Um, I had recently just finished watching season 2 again, plus a couple extras. So, yes, this will be full of spoilers. So, if you haven't finished it at all yet, please skip this part. I will be talking about other things after I'm done. I will put the timestamp either in the video or put it in the description. So, here we go. I had made a video a couple days ago while it was still fresh in my mind about the finale and everything, and I mentioned that I was going to watch Rogue One. Well, I did. Well, it hit different, and like I thought it would. So, the entire arc of Cassian Andor, I think, was phenomenal. Okay, you get to see all the shit that he goes through, the stuff that he sacrificed, and yeah, it hit different in Rogue One because of that. He's one of the greats, and he's one of my favorite characters now. Actually, I didn't think that was going to happen. After season 1, I didn't see it. But now, yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. And there's a lot of good characters in the show. Um, Daedra, I was kind of a fan of her until, she started the Corman massacre. And then, yeah, after that, I would hope she died. Unfortunately, she was just put in prison, and I guess she just rots there. Well, we don't know what happens to her after that. Cyril, he looked like he was about to come around, but he already made his bed, and unfortunately, that was the end of him. So, again, even though he was starting to come around, I still kind of didn't feel sorry for him because he was too naive. They used the fact that he thought he was doing the right thing at the entire time to yeah. But and one of the highlights of the show was Clea, and I'm glad she survived. I was very, very nervous that she wasn't going to make it because we didn't see her in Rogue One or anything else. So I was very nervous. I'm glad she survived. I knew Luthen was going to die. He had to. That's the sacrifice he had to make. But he's the one that started it all. In that episode where it showed him and Clea when they first meet, and the first time we see him fighting like openly the Empire, and I found this out like a day later that it was actually Naboo, and I rewatched it. I was like, yep, I can tell by the buildings it's Naboo. So, dude started fighting the Empire on Palpatine's home planet. Dude's got balls. But that's neither here nor there. Just the writing ended up being a lot better than I expected. So yeah, I'm going to be gushing about this for a bit. And I think this is the kind of show that we should hold the same standard to going forward as far as live action goes. Because this is like, some people might think it's a masterpiece, some people might think that it's boring or whatever. But to me, it's like it's close to being a masterpiece. Some of it's still a little bit slow, but it's still a lot better than it was the first time viewing. And filling it out with Rogue One makes it all that more worth it. And it did hit different. I mean, Rogue One was already my favorite Disney Star Wars live action film. Still is, but it's even elevated even more now because of Andor. And yeah, I can't say anything else really. Just, if you haven't, check it out yourself. But I mean, if you got this far, you're not watching this because it's a spoiler. So yeah, um, I'm not gonna pressure anybody to do anything they don't want to do. If you don't like it, that's fine. Just, you like what you like. But yeah, and I watched the Rebels episode. Season 3, episode 18 is the episode where the Ghost crew takes Mon Mothma. And I thought they took her to Yavin 4, but they do, but it doesn't show that part. It just shows them extracting her and then getting attacked by the Empire. And I did not remember this, but during that time, I don't know about the 3 episodes before the last three, but I know for a fact that the last 3 episodes, Thrawn is involved in the Empire at that point. So I'm like, whoa. So yeah, he was operating, you know, in the Empire at that time. So that's crazy. I didn't even think about that before. But yeah, that is, and how everything is connected. That's what I love. What people do. They take something, they connect it to other things, and make it one like whole thing. If that makes sense. I love that. I love that when that happens. So yeah, I'm impressed. I'm still impressed. I still love it. I'm definitely, when the season 2 Blu-ray comes out, I'm getting it, and I got to go back and get season 1 so I can have like the Andor trilogy. That's what I'm going to call it, because you got season 1, season 2, and Rogue One. I'm just going to call that the Andor trilogy because that's pretty much what it is, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just yeah. I can talk about this all day, but I've only got a limited amount of time, so I just, you know, it's so good to me. I love it. You know, I understand why people won't. It's not what they're used to. Um, that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't judge you for not liking it, but just all that I ask is don't judge me for liking it. So anyway, that's it for um the whole Andor talk. Something else I wanted to touch on is one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel. Um, I've been kind of thinking about it for a while, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of talked myself out of it because there's already some great Star Wars content creators on this platform that I can never do anywhere close to how good they're doing. And that was one of the things that kind of got me out of it. And then one day I was just like, you know what? That's not even what I want. I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I don't want it to be my career or anything. I've got a normal job. It may be not the best job in the world, but it's still a job, and it's guaranteed money, where things like this is not guaranteed. You have to have a certain amount of luck and amount of talent that I don't have either one. So I just do this for fun mainly. That was my thing. I was going to do this for fun. And as of right now, I think I have like 14 subscribers. And if it just stays like that, I'll still do videos. Even if there was 10 or 5, I will still do videos because I have some friends on here that I actually work with who watch these. So, you know, you know, if anything, I do it for them. So yeah, I take time out of my day to just talk about Star Wars. And that is my passion at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how many people follow me. It doesn't matter how many people watch my stuff. It doesn't matter if I even eventually make money on it. If it happens, it happens. Great. But that's not something I'm striving toward. I'm just striving toward sharing my experiences and my love for Star Wars with other people who are like-minded, or maybe not even so like-minded. I have found in the past that talking with people who don't agree with me or I don't agree with them make good points. We come out of it learning something new from each other. And that's what I like about civil discussions and disagreements, is that kind of stuff can come out of it. That's why I want to keep this stuff positive. Because if you're coming at each other, angry, you're not going to learn anything out of it. You're just going to just not even want to talk about it. And that's not cool at all. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm striving towards, is to just talk Star Wars, and that's it, and just using it as a platform to, speak my mind about it. That's pretty much it at the end of the day. So, with that being said, may the Force be with you all. Have a good rest of your day.